People go to college to get a good job, buy a nice house, and start their lives. So why are students drowning in student debt before they even get a job they received a degree in? Thousands of people like you and I go to college to get a good job. Then they end up back at home with their parents because they can't afford to pay off their college debt. This is an evolving issue because the people drowning in this debt is our futures, nations, leaders, politicians, health professionals, and other business leaders. I have dedicated several hours of research on this topic, and my in-depth research has shown that students need help paying college. Today I will tell you about the problem that has arose, what causes this problem, and how we can solve it. College debt is creating a massive issue for students across the country. To begin with, students must face the debt they have fallen under upon graduation. 25% of graduate students owe nearly $100,000 in student debt. In the article, America's Growing Student Loan Debt Crisis, it explains that 1 in 4 student borrowers are either in delinquency or default in their student loans, according to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. College graduates in 2015 are leaving as the most in-debt class ever, a title that they will hold exclusively for all about 12 months if this trend continues. Now to discuss what has caused this issue. This problem has become apparent by many causes, but the two main ones are due to an increase in government-subsidized loans and the inflation of college tuition. In the article, How Much Debt is from Grad Students More Than You Think, in 2006, a policy changed allowing graduate students to borrow an unlimited amount of federal dollars. As Jason Leslie, director of the Federal Education Budget Project at New America, says, can you imagine if the Federal Housing Administration lets you buy a house and you could borrow whatever the house costs? It's weird that no one has to defend why it is you should be able to borrow whatever you want. That should actually be the harder argument to make. Young college students may not understand the real issue when it comes to borrowing money at such a young age where everything is changing so quickly. They only know that college is expensive, but they need it to get a good job. And big universities sound better than community college. While they realize the price difference, young adults are more worried about the college experience rather than life after college. So as I stated before, these loans are easy to attain, but payments plans are hard to achieve, and they take many years to finish. The most common plan is a standard repayment plan. This is a fixed monthly payment for up to 10 years, and while it is the fastest payment plan, it is the most expensive for month-to-month payments. Then there is the extended repayment plan that takes 25 years to repay. It comes in fixed or increasing payments over time, and it does have smaller payments, but it does take a lot longer and it draws a lot of interest. Then the income contingent plan, which takes 25 years, and that is based on adjusted gross income, family size, and the amount of the loan. You'll end up paying 10% higher than the original balance when you begin paying off this loan. These payment plans seem highly attainable from college students when they first come out of college, but once they get out of college and start trying to find a job, they realize that these plans are incredibly hard. The fastest plan is at least 10 years, but that's only if you make these payments on time. Students spend years repaying college debt after they've had a high-paying job, and once more bills start coming in, these payment plans become even harder to complete. According to Ray Frank, a professor of education at the University of Massachusetts Boston, says, if you look at the long-term trend, college tuition has been rising over 6% over the inflation rate. In this chart, you can see the average inflation rates over time. It shows apparel, transportation, food, beverages, housing, and medical care. As you know, medical care is one of the most complaints about prices rising. But as you can see in this chart, a public four-year school of tuition and fees has risen faster than medical care that has only risen at 59.6%. College at a four-year college, only counting tuition and fees, has risen at 81% from 2000 to 2014. This also does not count for room and board, which is other college needs that most students have to pay. According to an article in the Wall Street Journal, while college costs are rising, the student aid and grants are not rising at the same cost. According to the College Board, the average cost of tuition and fees at a private nonprofit four-year university is $31,231 a year, and a four-year school is $9,139 a year. Finally, a solution that sounds complicated, but in reality it is simple. The government should intervene on behalf of the students and to encourage policies that lower college tuition and plan payments that are easier to attain. Also, they should make a change to the large amount of loans tenders are willing to make. For example, capping the amount of graduate students can borrow, such as $20,000 to $25,000 each year rather than unlimited borrowing. In conclusion, you have learned about the problem of student debt and how the unlimited amount of federal dollars that are being able to loan and the inflation college tuition has caused this problem. Also, the simple solution of the government intervening and changing policies that will help the students and capping the amount of students can borrow each year. I hope that you will raise awareness to this issue and help save future college students.